Drip is a very sexy song. It's very sexual, very energetic, very sensual too. It's like my first. The funny thing is, when I recorded the song originally, the demo we kind of had was for something else entirely different. And we had two versions for like what I was going to sing on the beat. We had Drip was one of them. And then we had, I forget what the other one is now because it was like a while ago. But it's crazy. We ended up kind of just going with Drip just because it was very different from what I've like created before. And I wanted to see a side of me I haven't put out there. And that's what Drip basically is. It's like this sexy, sexual, sensual energy and idea. We recorded Drip, I'm not even sure because it takes me so long to when I first like record the very first demo to when it actually does come out. I think Drip was, and Ali will probably kill me, but Drip was maybe like 3 years ago. So that's like 2001 or 2 is when we recorded the very first demo. And then it went through many versions. I think the final version you guys are hearing is like version like 30 something or 40 something. And we just had it done, believe it or not, like early this year. And that's the version we finally put out. So it's been a minute. Drip, drip, baby, are you gonna give me more? Wind up on me, baby, will you drop it to the floor? Body like a hurricane, you sucking up the boy. Drip, drip, you know I want it more. So, drip, drip, baby, are you gonna give me more? I'm just setting, so with the very first verse of the song, we're just setting up the mood. It's as simple as it kind of sounds. Drip, drip, baby, are you gonna give me more? The idea I kind of have is like, like you're in a setting and you see this attractive babe, and then ideally speaking, this character, not really me because I'm very shy, but this character is going up to this girl and he's flirting and he's like, drip, drip, baby, are you gonna give me more? It's like an opening line, a very interesting opening line, and that's what that kind of is. Wind up on me, baby, will you drop it to the floor? Again, dancing, think like a party, and body like a hurricane, you sucking up the boy. And like in African music in general, we like, if you're gonna sing about a girl, we like to praise them, praise their bodies, their thoughts and everything, and that's kind of what that line is catering towards. It's like saying, hey, you're attractive, you have a nice body, you're about to like consume me with it. If that kind of makes sense. My favorite line from Drip has to be, I think one of the most clever ones was when I was going, call me the downtown operator, call me the heat, you know I got it. When we were writing the song, I wanted to make sure that while keeping it sexy and sensual, we wanted to keep it like, I want to say almost radio friendly, or something like, a kid could almost listen to and not necessarily hear like, like sex or anything of that kind of, So it was a nice way to kind of play around with it. It basically just means going downtown, if you know what that means. But yeah. But I mean, yeah, that's like my favorite line for sure, just because of how clever it kind of was. But yeah.